Hey, what's happening? Mr. Dave here on the rock pile. Still, we are bending rebar today. Let's talk rebar. Check this bad boy out. This is number 8 apparently, and it gets even bigger than this. I guess it gets that big. Fortunately, we are not using this giant piece of rebar. Oh boy, there we go. So we have been working on this ginormous crazy job here in Alpine, and we've been getting it going. We had a lot of the pre-stage stuff we talked about in the last video, but what now we're trying to do is figure out what works, what fits, and it has to work in terms of people. We got to make sure it can not have any entrapment locations. It has enough room in the head area so you don't bump your head, that kind of thing. The flagstone guys have been doing the whole flat work part of the deck area that's coming into the grotto space, as it were. Right where Daniel's filming, there's going to be a waterfall falling right out of this space, and I'll show you this top grid. We have a lot of rebar up here, and that's what the engineering is called for. We put a 4x4 brace underneath it while we're doing it in the rebar, so it won't bow. That's that 60 grade rebar we used. And we put that all in this part, so it's not going to bend much, and not at all with this guy in here. We have another 2x4 here, which is right under the slide trough. Been trying to figure out how to get the slide to go through, how to create the space above so the rider can't possibly hit any, elbows, nose, head. So that's part of the question we've been trying to address. We've got our pylons. We're wrapping them with even more rebar, number 4, the 1/2 inch stuff, but I think it's 40 grade, a lot easier to bend. So let me take and walk and talk, and thank you, Daniel. So we are making some great headway here. We decided to cut this area out, which had these rods coming up. We cut them out. It's going to be a bench. Then this will be solid right in here, and we figured out the slide trough pretty good. So that's going up right there, and it's going to start out up on top. We also created this space over here, and this is where the stairs are going to go. My legs keep working. Been a hot day, so I'm getting worked up here. So now we have a way we can transition around the slide start, which is right here, and that's going to go right through. So this whole structure this whole slide has to be covered over, and so I'm working on that to get an idea of that space. Once that space is established, then there's waterfalls that can be created to go around and through it. Over here is that space I mentioned with all that rebar. That is going to be a bathtub or a tub area, a little pond area on top with some benches around it, all around the perimeter, and then it's going to overflow out over that side. We have this space right across from the pond area that's going to need to be created. There's going to be some big boulders, so there'll be some big caverns there. And so we've been bending it, this number 4, using the bender bars. We figured out what this is going to be right here, this starting point, where the people can walk in, and we're going to add a bench. They continue the bench across and make a step right here. And so this is the entrance cave portion of it, and we're going to just continue to run our rebar across to close it in. Most all of this is 1/2 inch. See if I can step over the wall. So this is the area that's going to be where you get into this project, the water feature portion, the cave structure. So you can see it's kind of hidden. Should go back in here and we'll go down the step and get into it. So this whole thing is crazy, but we're making some good headway here. But want to talk about that rebar, baby. Got our stub ups 1/2 inch, and then we just start shaping it out one piece at a time, establishing where the structure is going to go. So I'm stoked to make some headway on this bad boy. We're going to be heading up to Poway tomorrow to finish up the texture coating on that with that new machine. So anyway, Mr. Dave here. Hold the cameraman. Oh, that's me. Just giving you an update on rebar, how we do stuff, how we shape it out, the grids, and the amount of steel you have to put in according to the engineering. So you gotta make the engineering guy happy, or the inspector won't pass it. And so we're going to be working on that after we get the Poway job. But we've made a great progress in this, at least figuring out where things need to go. And So it's coming together. So anyway, davehenderson.podia.com for how we do it, and daverhenderson.com for blogs and links to other platforms like the YouTube channel. If this YouTube you haven't subscribed, give it a subscriber button push, or they say pound that subscription button, I guess. And you just get notifications when we do other stuff, all the other crazy builds, making stuff, cool stuff, creating stuff. So anyways, hope you're having a good day. Remember to be thankful and forgiving. Those are the keys to a happy life. Get to know Jesus. He's coming soon. He's going to come back and take us home. But he got to clean you up before you can get into the presence of God. You got to be perfect, and nobody is. So Jesus came down to give us away. So anyway, get to know him, and he will take you home. And I'll get my hair back in heaven. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm looking forward to that. No pain, no tears. Yeah, I could use that. But anyway, in the meantime, we should be happy and be thankful, because we got a lot to be thankful for, in spite of the crazies out there doing stupid stuff. So God bless you all. Thanks for checking out my stuff, and I look forward to any questions or comments you have. If I can get back to them, I try my best. But contact me if you got any questions, and we'll go from there. So love you guys. Thanks for checking out my stuff and all your kind words when I go through traumas and dramas and trials. Anyways, have a good one. Make someone smile, make someone laugh, hug someone you love. All right, we'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye.